My name is Mr. Whyzguy. We're gonna be watching the former President Donald Trump's CNN town hall with, her on screen. And that's what we're gonna be doing. And you read the title of this little short clip, so we'll just get right into it.
Mary Mack, she's a Republican who voted for you in 2020. Julie, what's your question for the president?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I appreciate you answering this question this evening. How do you plan to appeal to women voters in New Hampshire who are concerned about the Dobbs decision and how states may change their laws?
It's such a great question, and it was such a great victory, and people are starting to understand it now. You know that they wanted to bring it back to the states, but that was probably the least important part of that victory. Getting rid of Roe v. Wade was an incredible thing for pro-life because it gave pro-life something to negotiate with. Pro-life had absolutely nothing being stuck in Roe v. Wade to negotiate.
All right, for all the people that don't pay attention, Roe v. Wade basically made it so that states could not put any restrictions on abortion before 21 weeks. Like, basically, it just made it so that states couldn't make their own rules on it. That's basically what Roe v. Wade did. And the people that were pro-life was like, well, that's not fair. Like, more than half the country doesn't believe in that law. So they repealed the law. Oh, look at that. They repealed the law. And now states can, red states can make their laws the way that they want. Blue states can make their laws. It doesn't really change. Actually, no, it kind of changes how blue states run too, because now they can make their laws a little bit more extreme than what Roe v. Wade already had in place. But I don't think Roe v. Wade ever blocked them from making things more extreme. I think so. Roe v. Wade basically made it so that you couldn't put restrictions on abortion within states all over the country. Now that that's gone, red states can now have their own laws and live the way that they want to live, and I think that's a good thing, because people should. If people have these morals and they want to live up to their morals and have these different standards, I think they should have those different standards. I think they should be allowed to live free, states having their own individual laws and stuff. It's called freedom.
Negotiate with. And now what's happening, and I see it all over, deals are being made, deals are going to be made, and look, everybody that was president wanted to get rid and tried to get rid of Roe v. Wade.
You mean
for 50
Republicans?
years. Republicans. For 50 years, this has been going on. Actually, a couple of Democrats too. But for 50 years, this has been going on. I was able to do it.
I'm just kidding. I wanted to use that button so badly.
By doing it, things are happening that are very, very positive. And I happen to believe in the exceptions. The life of the mother, rape, incest, like Ronald Reagan believed in the exceptions. But I happen to believe that. I think it's frankly important to do that, but a lot of people are, against that.
Look at that. Exceptions. Outright talks about it. He's like, this is why he literally thinks about the policies. Like, he knows the in-depth workings of these policies. Most people don't even know what the heck this guy is even talking about. Mostly because they don't pay attention. But, like, I do pay attention, and what he's saying is legit. And, like, yeah, that's literally... He named all the exceptions right then and there. Like, he knew all of them right there. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. But the Roe v. Wade thing basically makes it so the states can make their own rules now. So I don't think he needs to do anything more on that. Like, Roe v. Wade's gone. States, it's a moral issue, and each state has different morals. And if you don't like that state's morals and you like another state's morals, you can move. It's difficult though. If you're basically telling me, nah, it's too difficult. I would rather stay here with these morals that I do not like than to move out of that state. And then there you go. Okay, that's your choice. I guess keep complaining about it, but I'm gonna keep giving you the same answer. Move.
A relatively small number. But the way I look, I think it's very important to say this. I consider the other side to be radical, because the other side, under Roe v. Wade and other things, the other side, they're radical because they will. Remember the debate with Hillary Clinton? They said, rip the baby out of the womb at the end of the 9th month. They will kill the baby in the 9th month.
And yes, that is happening. It's rare, but that is happening. And I don't want people being like, oh, he's lying. No, this is happening. And it's very terrible. Just look up some stuff on Look up the documentary with Candace and Planned Parenthood, and Candace Owens Planned Parenthood documentary. I think it's behind the Daily Wire paywall, but paywall. What is that? But yeah, and if you don't want to watch that, then you can stay uninformed, and there's no helping you.
If you look at that crazy governor of Virginia from the former governor, where he said, no, the baby will be born, and then we'll decide essentially whether or not to execute the baby.
But Mr. President, can we talk about what you would do if
but these are the radical people.
Re-elected?
It's not the pro-life people that are radical.
But if you are re-elected and you're back in the Oval Office and
yeah, the radical pro-life people are saying, I think we shouldn't kill we should put legislation to make it illegal for you to have an abortion. Pro-life people are perfectly well with contraception, motherhood, contraception. Those are two choices, by the way, that I just named off for the pro-choice group. They're also okay with abstinence. Yeah, that's another choice. You could just not do it. There you go. You can't have an abortion if you don't have a baby to abort. And what is it? Adoption. There's another one. Motherhood. I already said it. They're just not okay with the fifth one, which is abortion. Yeah. So you got four choices. They just don't like the fifth one. That's the most radical that you'll get with the pro-lifer. Okay, so you know what I think is kind of disrespectful? Going to someone, looking at them, looking at their stuff, and then leaving without saying anything. Yeah, that's a little bit disrespectful. So I think you should not do that, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.